the mid-on. No chance there for a run also. A good throw in the end. Now the way it has started, It is going to be a wonderful game where we are going to see a high scoring total also. Another one trying to play in the gap, but what a lovely fielding. A wonderful dive and probably saving 3 important runs for the team. Pankaj Jaiswal. What is going on in his mind? Because it's not easy when both the batsmen, in fact, it's not just one batsman, but both the batters are just going after every ball. Look at that. Tushar on 21, Danish on 16. Couple of more to go in this over. Oh, that's lovely. Hitting the deck hard to get that bounce. And the way ball leaving just a little away from the bat and landing straight into the hands of the wicket keeper. Always a great sight for the bowler to see that, especially when you are a pace bowler. Extra bit of pace as well on the previous delivery. Now then, last ball of this 4th over. 39 already. This one's straight to the short third region. And that's going to be end of yet another over with 39 runs for no loss. Tushar and Danish looking strong. And now then, 4 overs, 39, a power pack action that we've seen till now. Is that going to continue? A slower one, not much pace on that. Venkatesh Iyer there. It's good to see him back to the cricket ground. And all these players, it's their first home, the cricket ground. This is where all the recognition, all the applause, all the hard work that comes into the play. And I think everybody wants to play and give more and more time to domestic cricket, even if you've represented cricket at a higher levels, be it international cricket, be it at the IPL. But, this is where you've started some or the other day, your age group matches. This one's in the air. There's a top edge wicket keeper going on it, and it will be a good catch. So KV Sasikant picks up a wicket, the first blow to Reliance. Wanted to play that on the onside, and the top edge went very high in the air, and the first breakthrough. Tushar will have to go back to the dugout. The ball went very high, and a wonderful catch in the end. So the first wicket comes at 40 runs. Big wicket. Just when you thought that the momentum is picking up, a breakthrough comes from Sasikant, and that will race away. That will race away. Comes into the position very early, and a wonderful shot by Pukhraj. And this is what T20 cricket gives you. No time to think, no time to play with singles and doubles. Just come and just start bursting firecrackers. Boundaries, sixes, get those big runs early. Make good use of the power play. Now it's going to be Danish and Pukhraj. This is a great start. This is a wonderful start, and the start that Reliance wanted. Just that one wicket, but otherwise I think it's a good run rate. Another one. Sasikant, what an over for him. Just when the captain needed that breakthrough, he is the one to give that. Another one, straight bat, and he will have to hurry. He will have to hurry. A little on the riskier side. So it's Tushar who's back in the dugout. Otherwise, Danish and Pukhraj now taking the innings ahead. 5 overs, 47 for 1.
Okay, मैं check करता हूँ.
47 for 1, and we continue. Venkatesh Iyer has been called by the captain. And I think it's a good move to get Venkatesh. And that is straight right up into the hands. It must be hurting. It must be hurting, because it was hit with a lot of power there. He can feel the pain, and it will be, I think, the time for the physios to come and look at Venkatesh, because he is in pain for sure. There it is. I think the physios will be called. Very first ball, the over pitch delivery, and what a wonderful hit by Pukhraj. It was a catch. It was a catch, but it was hit with a lot of power. It must be painful. And now physios doing what is required. But meanwhile, just to see how this 5 overs has been, Tushar and Danish, the first 2 overs, a little bit of struggle that we've seen. The third and fourth over, what a comeback by both the batters. On one side it was Tushar, one side it was Danish, who was playing splendid, wonderful cricket. There we've seen a good amount of runs that were coming. We've seen some amazing sixes, boundaries in the third and fourth over. But then again, that fifth over by Sasikant, again changing the gears, picking up a wicket, and now the sixth over by Venkatesh Iyer has started with the first ball. right up in this fashion. But all's good now. After that medical assistance by the physios, it's all good now. So Venkatesh is back. Good to see. Going right round the wicket for Pukhraj. This one's in the air. It might be clearing the 30 yards as well comfortably, and one more boundary. An over pitch delivery played wonderfully by Pukhraj. What a shot that is. $50 up for Reliance with that shot. Another one. But what a lovely fielding. Surely saving 3 important runs for the team. And especially love the way the sound that is made when the ball connects the bat, especially middle of the bat. It's always good to hear that. 20th DY Patil T20 Cup, and the first match of this season, the 20th edition. Reliance and income tax. Slower one and only a single. The moment he just saw the batsman charging down again, the change of pace and the right hand left hand batting combination, and you're going to see a lot of changes in the field as well. Every time the strike changes, there will be the field change that is obvious. But I think Pukhraj has played pretty well to Venkatesh. You've seen a boundary also. Where is this one going? Last 2 deliveries of this over. Another one, but this time it is Venkatesh who gets the better of Pukhraj. A clean bowled, the timbers destructed, and the wicket goes off for Reliance. So 2 wickets for Reliance at the moment, and it's 53 for 2. The last ball still remaining of Venkatesh Iyer's over. 2 breakthroughs, one from Sasikant, the other one from Venkatesh Iyer now. And as you say always, there will be pain in anything that you do, but eventually you will succeed. The first ball, if you've seen Pukhraj hitting the ball very hard straight back to Venkatesh Iyer, he got hurt, but then after that treatment from the physio, he got back and he again focused. There was even a boundary that came in, but the 5th ball of the over was Venkatesh Iyer's best ever produced, taking the bails off, destructing the timber, and a clean bowled. Played it with soft hands here, and just a single to end the over. 2 extras, 6 overs. And it's 54 for 2. Mute kar. Well, now then, 54 for 2 after the end of those power play overs, and Yuzvendra Chahal is back in action. He has been busy with the even commentary for the ICC T20 World Cup at the moment. But coming back to the ground and playing is always going to be the favourite. This one's in the air, just outside the off stump, giving him some room, and what a catch! What a lovely catch, and that balle celebration it does after taking that wonderful catch, and Yuzvendra Chahal picks up a wicket. Well, now then, after that wicket, how things are going to change, or is it going to be more interesting? Venkatesh Iyer, Sasikant, and now Yuzvendra Chahal. All of them getting one wicket each. This time very well bowled. Just that flick comes into the place. Namandir joins Danish. Well. 55 for 3. This one's again in the air. Is someone going to come under it, or is it going to go all the way? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Another wicket. Yuzvendra Chahal on a roll here. $55 for 4, and right now Reliance in some trouble here. Wickets are the key here. If you keep on losing wickets at regular intervals, then it becomes very difficult to get a big total, at least the total that is in your mind, that you want to go there and get it by the end of 20 overs. Namandir, 55 for 4, and Now it will be more of a good partnership that Reliance has to bring in. Let's look at what's going to happen more in this game. Two wickets for UZ in his first over of the spell. What a turnaround. Couple of more deliveries in this over. Nicely flighted. Again, it was in the air for some time, but I don't think so. It was a cotton ball chance here for UZ. Robin joins Naman. And even now, for another 3-4 overs, they keep on going for those singles, doubles. The intent now, or the thought process now, should be just to wait there, spend some time on the wicket. And it's a T20 game. You will get your big shots any time, in any over. You just need a couple of good overs to bring that momentum back into the game. 7 overs gone, and it will be 57 for 4. That's how it is till now. 2 wickets for UZ, 1 for Sasikant, 1 for Venkatesh Iyer. So the spin attack continues. Venkatesh Iyer again, I think, is replaced by Parth Rekhade. So first one slip there for Parth. Starts off pretty well. Very much sticking to those 3 sticks behind the batsman. And this is a good start from Parth, because he is keeping the ball more closer to the batsman. More on those 3 stumps. Little bit of movement also we've seen. Another one onto the front foot this time, but straight to the fielder. So 3 dot balls for Parth. And I think this is also, I mean, the after effects of wicket that have come in, especially in that 6th over of Venkatesh Iyer, and then again 7th over where UZ picked up 2 wickets in 1 over. So that will put both these batsmen in a little bit of thought, probably to wait for some time, get a partnership. Even now the field restrictions have been gone a little deeper after that power play overs. Good field setup that you've seen, long on, long off, short extra covers, backward point, short fine leg. You have a slip there. Venkatesh Iyer, I think, is standing there. Another one trying to play inside out. Pretty quick and pretty easy, just 2 runs off it. And by the end of 8 overs, it is 59 for 4. ओवर के बाद में म्यूट कर. 59 for 4. Story of 8 wickets till now. Yuzvendra Chahal once again. What a lovely start this is. Good to see that movement in that delivery. Good spin angle also. He's going a little more cross angle and then trying to get the ball into that left-hander. Another good fielding. Suddenly when you get those quick wickets, everything changes. Now you can see the diving efforts. You will see good lines that have been effective by the bowlers that they've bowled. Spin, I think, on this track has been more impactful. Yet another single here. Now it's important to see the approach that will be taken by Naman and Robin. One, you need a big total. You need at least 160, 170 for a good fight back in the second innings. But right now they're just 60 runs on the board. So probably in the next 11 overs and 3 deliveries, a lot has to be done. As of now, they're just sticking to singles. Probably the message from the dressing room is also very loud and clear that it is the time now where you build that partnership. And once you spend good amount of time, only then you will be approaching the death overs with some good looking shots that you always want to finish in style. You always want to finish good. And it's a big appeal. He's been given out. Another wicket for Yuzvendra Chahal, the third one for him. And the 5th wicket for Reliance. Just when we were talking about the partnership getting built here, another breakthrough from Yuzvendra Chahal. "61 for 5" and Ruchit Ahir joins Naman. Yet another breakthrough, and Yuzvendra Chahal must be enjoying the way he's enjoying his commentary stint at the moment. He'll be enjoying today being back on the field. 3 wickets till now. And another big appeal. Well, it's interesting, and umpire says no. But look at the replay here. Oh, that was close. Probably the only thing that must have saved is the height. Umpire had the best vision of it, but 9 overs, 61 for 5. 9 overs, 61 for 5, and Parth, who also started pretty neat in that first over of his spell, comes back to the attack. Again, a good delivery. And especially both the spinners, they've just ensured that the line is up there on those 3 sticks. Not much from Yuzvendra Chahal, what we've seen, but I think from Parth it has always been the middle and leg stump that he's stuck onto. Yuzi Chahal has bowled a little wider deliveries also to the batsman, but I think he's been more focused to make sure that he's bowling on those 3 stumps line, Parth. Another one, that inside out shot. What a lovely strike that is. And that will go all the way for a big one. Look at that. Wonderful footwork. And lofts the ball in the air for a good looking shot. A half a dozen that will be added with that shot. Another one that will be an easy single. Wanted to stop that, but then the ball had already passed away from that angle. Do you think 145, the projected score that has been shown right now on the screen, will be enough on this wicket? And that's the reason I said there is a lot more to be done in this game at the moment. Straight to the fielder. Ruchit, after that previous wicket, comes to the crease. Onto the legs and a long shot. Is that another casualty? And yes, they're celebrating. Well, it has been, I think, given out. So number 6 in the kitty now. Let's look at the wicket here. Plays that shot, calls for it. And that throw with some wonderful work by the wicket keeper. Immediately knew that he's got his man. And another wicket here for Reliance. Just 70 runs. 10 overs and 70 runs for the loss of 6 wickets. Look at it. Well, what more in the store? Yuzvendra Chahal once again comes to bowl. 3 wickets already in his spell, and it could be the 4th one. Oh God. So close yet so far. The boundary is saved. But this could have been the number 4. Hit very hard right back to the bowler. And he'll feel the pain. Deepak Chahar is the new man in. Let's look at the replay here. A nicely flighted delivery, and look at that. Straight back onto him. And then the save for the ball that was going to the boundary. But yes, the physios will be called, and he will still feel the pain for some time. It was Venkatesh Iyer first with the similar scenario, and now it was Yuzvendra Chahal, but he is back, took the ball in his hand. Do not want to lose the momentum, because the more you are going to just take time, try to go out of the zone, but smiles there for Yuzvendra. The spirit of all these wonderful cricketers that just brings that life to the game. Umpire also checking with Yuzi. Are you good? Yes, I am good. Yes, I am back. And yes, I am back for the next delivery. Oh, ho, ho. Lovely. Ruchit coming onto the front foot, just trying to place the ball towards that backward point. But the ball turns sharply right in the hands of the wicket keeper. Oh, another one. A googly here. Goes on to the back foot, but then again straight to the fielder. And from here on, getting runs will be a challenge. Deepak Chahar has come in. Ruchit is there. But when you have that scenario, when you are losing that wickets continuously, then it becomes a little tough territory for you to go and express the way you want to do it. Doesn't happen, because on one end you are also in the thought that what if I try to hit a shot and that again isn't as per the plan that I want to execute that shot with. So you go on the back foot a little bit. Then you again look for singles, doubles, because the intent will be right now to play all the 20 overs. And for income tax, it is just about that 4 wickets that they have to get. But it's a little funny. I always think that it's a game of bat and ball, but the changing scenarios can do so many things to you. Last ball with a single, and that's going to be end of yet another good over for Yuzvendra Chahal. 9 runs of 3 wickets in his 3 overs, and it's 74 for 6 after the end of 11. "74 runs for 6, and yet again you've seen the partnership falling down in the batting team, Reliance, but you will see this partnership of Parth and Yuzi Chahal being very successful. Parth has not got a wicket, but he's been economical, and when you talk about 11 runs of his 2 overs, I think that is very economical in a T20 game. You always need, a bowler who is partnering a spell with you. And if even you are bowling that tight line, and on one side the other bowler is taking wicket, like for example, when you're talking about Parth and Yuzvendra Chahal on one side is picking wickets also. But at the same time, Parth is complementing very nicely with Yuzi Chahal. So both of them in fact are complementing each other, and that is why the runs are not getting scored in the decent pace that you would want the 12th over also to begin. And the only reason, you've lost wickets. So because you've lost wickets, there has been no consistency in the partnership that you want to build. Deepak Chahar, can he go for some big ones? Straight to Parth. Again, good bowling. The one consistency that is kept throughout in this, even the third over that is bowling now, that he's bowling on those 3 sticks. You will not see a ball that is bowled away from that off stump or away from that leg stump. This time onto the leg stump again, played it with the spin, but there is a fielder at deep square leg to cut that off. Again, economic spells will come when you have that control over your line and length. So you have to do the same boring again and again. And it is very difficult for a bowler to focus, to do the same thing. This time a little away from that off stump and straight to deep covers with yet another single. That's going to be the end of the over. 78 for 6 after 12 overs.
Hello. Hello.
So last over of his spell and one more wicket that he will get. Oh God, he's close to the fifer. The 4th one for Yuzvendra Chahal, and what a wonderful spell he has bowled today. There is an entire over to go, but just look at the figures. Another one nicely flighted in the air and a good catch. A very good catch. $78 for 7, and right now Reliance in a big trouble. I think it was Rahul Tewatia who took that wonderful catch. Well, so is the fifer coming at this over? Let's have a look. Meanwhile, yet another batsman will take the charge in the center. But how effective, how impactful is it going to be? Because now you're talking about the tail enders. And you still have almost, with the first ball that has been already bowled. But you have good 7 overs remaining with you in this innings. 78 for 7. It's a very low total at the moment if you're talking just to see in that 13th over, and this man has produced some lovely breakthroughs. Mayank Markande, another hard hitter of the ball, Mayank Markande, but he is looking for his fifer now. Outside, way outside in fact, the off stump. Mayank almost stretching out himself to play that one towards the deep covers region. 78 for 7 and God, what a turnaround this has been. 79 now, but you're still thinking loud about that projected score. What if Reliance is not able to play all the 20 overs? Then what the score will be? Even if they play, what will be the approach? How hard they are going to go on the bowlers? It's all right now a wait and watch. Deepak Chahar on strike, being very focused. Another one straight towards the long off region. Another single. Must be enjoying his spell today. Must be enjoying his spell. And even with the wickets, there's not too many runs that he's conceded. I think Deepak wanted to go for that run, but rightly sent back by Mayank. Do not want to take any further risk at this point in time. And I think probably that smile is because he reached back in the non-strikers and crease in time. Otherwise, it would have been another casualty. Oh, look at that. Wonderful defense, and that should be end of the spell of Yuzvendra Chahal. 11 runs for 4 wickets, 4 overs that is bowled, and after 13 overs, it's 80 for 7.
पीछे से बज रहा है रे डीजे बज रहा है ना तो वो सब ऑडियो आ रहा है
Gripping the ball so nicely that, you know, the control in changing the pace is very much with him. Couple of deliveries in the previous over, we've seen him, you know, a little quicker one in fashion. But then again, this one straight to that middle stump line. Deepak on strike. One icebreaker that Reliance needs now. And from here on also, if this partnership could go in the air, it was way too far from Parth. So even that one icebreaker is enough right now for them to at least go to 135, 140 probably if they play all the overs and if they do not lose a wicket at this stage. Mayank Markande. That's again teasing the batsman almost just outside that off stump. That cover drive comes into the play, but no connection there. And again, whenever Mayank, whenever Parth has come out to bowl, it has never looked like, you know, he's spending a lot of time at the crease. He just comes, bowls those 6 balls and he's off. And then you are like, oh, it's already an over. Very quick. Another single to add off, and that should be the end of the 14th over and Parth Rekhade's spell as well. 17 from his 4 overs. It's 82 for 7 after 14. the important aspect will be someone who can bat and get runs as early as they can. Pankaj Jaiswal again has been pretty good till now. In that previous 2 overs, he's just given 9 runs. Mayank Markande, a big responsibility at this moment to finish this innings well for Reliance. And this one's played nicely straight to the mid-wicket region. Another single, I think it was parked there. And it will be very interesting to see, what approach does Deepak Chahar takes. We all know that he can hit big shots. We all know that he's got the potentials to finish the death overs pretty well. But today we've seen him more on the back foot. Still not going on the ball. Playing very cautiously. Probably one angle would be he would be looking at those 7 wickets also. But if anything has to be done, it has to be done now. Once you are past 17, 18 overs, even if you get two good overs, you will not be able to do that much. Wide ball here. Deepak Chahar shuffles. Pankaj bowls a wider ball to off stump. He thought he'll get away with that, but the umpire calls it a wide. The idea was good because if he would have followed the batsman, then Deepak would have hit the ball pretty nicely. But the idea to bowl that a little wider was to just avoid the connection, and this is a good bouncer. Wonderful bouncer. Again you will see Deepak Chahar, who was shuffling in the crease, and that bouncer just comes as a surprise to Deepak. Look at that replay. Oh, look at that. It's just mind games at the moment. And the batsmen they'll take their chances. They'll shuffle in the crease. They'll try to dance down the crease. It's how the bowler is going to bowl in the right areas in this over. See, because there is a lot of effort that has gone from the spinners, even from the pacers. It's not that it's been a difficult one for the pacers. Pacers have been very effective right from the first 2 overs, where you did not see that flying start that you always expect in a T20 game. After that, a couple of overs have been very good. But after that, again, Venkatesh Iyer comes back. Sasikant comes. Sasikant picks up the wicket where it was really needed. Otherwise, the opening pair would have done really wonders. But then it was again Venkatesh Iyer who strikes. And then Yuzi Chahal. I mean, he's had a party out there today in the centre. 4 wickets. And even the 5th would have been there in his hand. And you were talking about Deepak Chahar to blast like this, and he goes over the top. What a wonderful shot. Look at the replay. This time it doesn't matter. The swing of the bat makes more sound and goes into the stands there for half a dozen. 15 overs gone and it's 92 for 7. $92 for 7. Change in the bowling again. And he is one man, Deepak Chahar, who can still change the game in the last 5 overs. And I'm sure the message from even the dugout will be very clear that take your chances, hit the ones which you feel that there is a lot of opportunity on that ball, and make the most of it. Spin attack. Mahipal Lomro, another wonderful player, and this is also good captaincy. Just when you know that pacers might get hit and all the efforts that you have done till now will not have a perfect finish, so Mahipal has been brought into the bowling attack just to make sure that runs again are stopped. Because after you do so much efforts in the 15 overs, you don't want the last 5 overs to be a party for the batsman. You always want them also to be party for you by stopping the runs, taking the wickets. Another good looking shot straight towards the deep backward point. Couple of runs for Mayank Markande. And after that sixer, I think from Deepak Chahar, the momentum has just again lifted a little bit for Reliance. Mayank Markande. Beauty. So this is what spin bowling can do even in the death overs. One, you don't get too much momentum and pace that you are expecting at this point in time. Interesting will be this contest. Deepak versus Mahipal. Another one onto the back foot, and he stands and delivers into that side screen. The ball goes for another sixer. Short of the length and picks up nicely. Lot of time for him to go for it. And that boundary also will bring in the 100, the number 100. Another one from Deepak. Another one that goes into the stands for yet another sixer. What a lovely shot this is. So this over going in for runs. He is cashing in every opportunity and every ball that is playing right now. 16 overs gone, 107 for 6 now. White ball. Pankaj Jaiswal given one more over, last over of his spell. Went for a sixer of that Deepak Chahar's bat in the previous over. Bit of a discussion there. Discussion on both ends, not just the bowlers but even the batters. Probably Deepak Chahar saying that, I would love to be back on the strike, and this is exactly what Mayank Markande does. Couple of runs again. Good running between the wickets. The throw was a little wide, was not right onto the stumps. But good running between the wickets, Mayank and Deepak. 110 for 7, and this is the idea right now, that at least reach 135, 140, 150 or 155 plus. Even if you get there, it will be something that will be enjoyed by Reliance, especially with the way the game has gone till 13, 14 overs. Now again Deepak Chahar and Mayank Markande trying to take that charge back onto them, at least in the death overs. If they can get to a desired total, then you have the bowlers of Reliance to come back and do exactly what income tax has done: early fall of wickets in the regular intervals. Deepak Chahar, slower one, wider to the crease, wider to the stumps, and a wide ball called by the umpire. He will always ensure, Pankaj will always ensure that he does not give anything under the bat of Deepak Chahar, because the swing, the bottom hand is so powerful that the ball will only land up in the stands somewhere. We've seen that in the previous over, and he's seen that in the over of Mahipal Lomro as well. There's a lot of power with which Deepak Chahar plays. He's a wonderful player. Another slower one, another one that was kept a little wider, reaches to that one. Another single also you will get. So here I think it's more to do with a game plan for the bowlers, as the batsmen are very clear that they will go on every ball, because right now they are interested more in getting a good total by the end of the 20 overs. But it's the bowlers' responsibility that has become bigger now. Short of the length again, didn't try to hit that hard, but not a great connection also from the bat. I think it's the change of pace also that would have surprised the batsman at the last moment. Now this is where things get a little interesting. Deepak Chahar on one side has got a big hit in Pankaj's previous over. Will he go for another one in this? Oh ho ho! In the air, clears the man in 30 yards. Couple of runs again, couple of runs. And he would love to be taking charge and taking the strike as much as he can. Will not want to lose any opportunity. Will be always in the hunt of runs. Suppose there is a lot of experience also that backs him. End of 17 overs, and it will be 117 for 7. Deepak Chahar will keep the strike in the next over. $17 gone, 117 for 7. Projected score on the screen shows 138. But will Reliance be happy with that, or they will love to go beyond it? KV Sasikant, who got the first breakthrough, and I'm really surprised that he's coming after a very long time, whereas he was the bowler who gave the first breakthrough. But I think after that breakthrough and after that 1 over of Venkatesh Iyer, the captain moved all his resources towards spin bowlers. And I think spin bowlers have done a great job, other than Mahipal Lomro's 1 over that went in for runs. And probably that's the reason Sasikant must be back in the crease, because he's a wicket taking bowler. Dot ball again, and dot ball will hurt at this moment. They will really hurt at this moment for Reliance, because every ball, even if you get a single, you are adding that 1 run and your bit to that score, to that final total of by the end of 20 overs, and you will not want any chance to be left. Change of pace, lovely, good bounce, change of pace. Mayank early on the shot misses that. That is where the presence of mind is very important. You need to anticipate, even before the delivery is bowled. This one's in the air, nice connection and a good catch in the end. Wicket goes through, and a desperate attempt to go over the top. After that couple of dot balls, another slower one that was connected well, but what a catch there at the long off. This is what you want for things to be hunky-dory. Income tax, good captaincy, great bowling changes, and overall I think it's more of those reactions that the captain has done and taken actions on that reactions, because first 2 overs economical, after that a little bit of power hitting, again a bowling change of Sasikant that gave a breakthrough. Then again Venkatesh Iyer, then again UZ Chahal, then again Parth, then again Pankaj Jaiswal, then again Shashikant. So every moment, it has been the plan that has got changed as per the situation of the game. Now even when you saw that Mahipal Lomro's over will be going in for runs, there is no point getting him back. Even if you give him 1 over, and even then if it is not going to get you impact, might as well get your best bowler Shashikant at the moment, who's got you the first breakthrough, and he was the one to get you again at this point in time. I told you very clearly in the start itself, wickets will be the key, and that is what the captain has done here. Just ensured that whenever the momentum is picking up, you get a bowler and tell him to do the job for you, and he's done that. Sasikant got him when wickets were not coming, runs were coming, he got the breakthrough then. Right now also, after Pankaj Jaiswal, who will you get? Will you get Mahipal Lomro again? Probably not, because he might go in for runs, and that's why your safe change. Sasikant picks up another wicket, 120 for 8 after 18 overs. Saurabh Dubey comes to the attack. A little expensive, but right now you need someone to take that wagon in control, the runs wagon. Deepak Chahar giving his best, 30 of 22. Raghu Sharma. First ball, connection is good, went high up in the air, and that's the end of Deepak Chahar's innings. Another good catch. Tempted to play that shot, but also the credit goes to a wonderful catch. Didn't got the distance, but a good catch brings the wicket, the 9th wicket for Reliance. And that will bring in the last man in. You still have almost 2 overs now if you look in that perspective, because it's just the first over of this 19th over that has just started. But you still have good 11 deliveries to play. Even if you get 1 run on every ball, you still get to 131, and even if you get 1 or the other 2 boundaries, you are still 135 or 138, which was showing earlier as a projected score. It's still achievable, it's not, but then the story of just 1 wicket. If you lose that 1 wicket, you will not be able to play the remaining deliveries in this first innings. So you will end up not playing probably some deliveries, but if you end up playing all the 11 deliveries, you still have a good chance of getting to 135 or 130 at least. Low full toss ball onto the leg side. Will they go for the second one? Yes, they do. Every run is important here for Reliance. Every run is important. It doesn't matter right now for them how the runs are going to come. It is important that they come, boss. It is important. They have to get runs at this point in time. At least play all the 20 overs. Get 135 or probably more than that. Straight to the man this time. I don't think so. There is any scope for them to take a single also. Rahul Tewatia. He's been a busy man on the field today. Saurabh Dubey. I won't call it a high risk to get Saurabh Dubey back, but it is obviously, I mean, when you have your prime pace bowler who's expected, especially a left armer, is expected to bowl one of the overs in the death. Another good line, good delivery you will see from Saurabh. So Dubeji on a roll, yeah. Little smile from Ashwini and Saurabh. They both know that how close that was. Here we go. In the air, outside edge, and this could be more runs. Only a single. Raghu Sharma says, let me also face the heat. $123, and my only thought is, two things, I mean, that just comes to my mind. One, will they play the next over as well? Because when you see that wicket column and 9 wickets on it, it is any time, any moment. So it is not the moment that is fixed. Full toss ball, trying to place that into the gap. Should be only a single. 124 for the loss of 9 wickets after the end of 19 wickets. The last half a dozen, and just that push towards the offside. Venkatesh Iyer, the fielder there. Sasikant, your prime bowler, who's got you the breakthroughs at the right time. The time where your captain wanted you to step up to the occasion. And you've done that, you've done well. So the last over responsibility. Oh, lovely. I mean, when you're talking about bowlers who these days, I mean, especially in any format of cricket I've seen, if you're a pace bowler or if you're a medium pace bowler, you keep on changing the pace. You don't bowl the same pace every ball, but you keep on changing the pace. Now there are two important things in that. One, you're bowling the right line, and two, it has to be spot on. Otherwise, we've seen the slower ones also going in for runs. And especially when you're talking about the death overs, the batsman on a loose delivery or on a short of the length delivery, if you bowl a slower one, which I think Mahipal Lomro in his over did, where Deepak Chahar went in for a big shot. So slower ones is also an art that the bowlers practice, and then they try out in the match. 3 more deliveries to go in this over. Bouncer. Couple of deliveries. The batsmen also immediately interested to see what the umpires have to say for that bouncer. But it will be called one for the over. He will get away with that. 2 more deliveries to go in this innings, and the 20th over. Will they get at least 1 boundary in this 2 deliveries? It will be very important. 128 now. You will always want to go at least 135, but cricket, a game of bat and ball, and how the players are going to play. Chance there for a second run? No, the throw comes very quick and very sharp. Slow and steady, climbing the staircase of that final figure that you want on the screen, on the target board. 129 for 9. Ashwini Kumar, the last ball. Sasikant to Ashwini. Let's look at this wonderful contest by both of them. Here we go. Last ball. Plays it a little wider. Will he get a boundary? No, he doesn't. Good fielding again. But 2 more runs will be added to the total. And there it is. 131 is the figure that Reliance gets. That means it will be 132 for income tax to win this game. First game of this 20th edition of D.Y. Patil T20 Cup. And there it is. The iconic D.Y. Patil Stadium's wonderful look that we are seeing on the screen. A nicely laid bed of grass, and this is what the batting figures had to say. Good start by Danish and Tushar, where they looked very much in control. Then early fall of wickets with Pukhraj also adding some runs, and then we've seen that regular fall of wickets. But bowlers have done really well today, and I think it is some amazing spells that you have to talk about, especially Yuzvendra Chahal, who got 4 wickets today. Was very close to a fifer, but then couldn't get to the number 5 in his bowling figures. But last ones to stand, and there it is, the bowling card. 4 wickets for Yuzvendra Chahal. Saurabh Dubey got a 1. Venkatesh Iyer got a 1. Sasikant got 2 important wickets, and I think the game changer wickets, or probably the momentum that was speeding up, that they lowered with that particular wickets by Sasikant. So that's the story of 20 overs, 131 for 9, and it will be 132 to win this first game between Reliance and Income Tax. Now in second innings, who does well, who is on the top, is something that we'll see in just a few minutes. Till then, this is Deepesh Sule in the commentary box, and will also be joining in the second innings. So the second innings to begin now, and it is 132 runs in 20 overs. You can see the Reliance team in a huddle, and it will be only one message to the bowlers: let's pick up wickets quickly, because when you are defending a total of 132, wickets will be the key. Wickets is something that is going to put that pressure back onto the income tax team, and only then you will have the rescue points
किसका
to win you this match.
कौन है कैमरा इधर नीचे कौन है
But on the other hand, income tax players and the openers now
Battery कम
will
है?
be feeling much more confident within, because they've done good
तो
job
match बाकी है ना होने
in
का
bowling, and
मेरे
now
पास भी बैटरी
the
है, पूरा
remaining
दोनों भी drain है,
of it
मेरे पास भी
is to be
charger
done
नहीं
with
है।
the bat. Yuzvendra Chahal
मेरे
with that
सामने
4
किसको
wickets.
call किया है विनीत किधर है
Sasikant with those 2 important wickets. Those were important wickets because the timing
ये
of
उसको
those
phone-
wickets came just
देना
at
उसको।
the perfect moment. Parth bowled well, but all the hard work that he did when he was sharing the spell with Yuzvendra Chahal, was looking for a wicket, but a little unfortunate on that. But what an effort from Parth. And now it is all with the remaining 120 deliveries to be coming to start off now. It is Gaurav Jathar and Anuj Rawat. First ball and first runs as well. 119 remaining now after that first one. Deepak Chahar, again movement in the air. Anuj Rawat, another class hitter of the ball. And the best is he loves to explode early. He loves to play those big shots early. This time pushes it straight to the mid-on fielder. And even when you are talking about those big runs that you want to get early in the power play, I think a decent total of even if you get 40-50 runs, then I think it is still a very good territory that you will be landing in. Oh, I told you, Anuj Rawat. Oh, but this one did not travel the distance. The way connection happened, it looked like it will travel and clear the 30-yard, but the movement after the ball pitched went away from Anuj, and he still went for that outside the off-stump ball, and straight lands up in the hands of the fielder. Early breakthrough that Reliance wanted. It has come in finally. And Anuj Rawat will be back in the dugout. So Deepak Chahar setting up a responsibility and owning that responsibility. And probably this is the message to the other bowlers who are going to come and follow, that pick up wickets. The only brief right now to Reliance and the bowlers, pick up wickets. Because the moment you start doing that, even 132 will look like a big score. Mahipal Lomro. So one left-hander goes, the other one comes. Gaurav Jathar on the other end did open the account for income tax with that very first ball, again wider of the off stump, played it with a complete full stretch, got that first run, but then Anuj Rawat went back early, and look at that, 2 slips. And you know, both things here, it's again the reason 2 slips, mind games, and that is going to be very crucial because that is going to play onto the batter's mind as well, especially when the ball is swinging nicely. Especially to the left-hander batsman, even for Anuj Rawat and now for Mahipal. Look at that. Appealing for that one. And he's saying that you all should join me for that appeal. Bit of the Deepak Chahar that we've always seen, telling the umpires, this was close. Telling the umpire also, telling the players also, you should have joined this big appeal moment with me. Mahipal low, bro. Oh, that's another good ball and a fantastic start by Deepak Chahar. 1 runs only with 1 wicket to end the first over. The game plan is clean and clear. I think all the bowlers who will be coming will be wanting to strike early chords by picking up the wickets. Deepak Chahar himself setting that example for the bowlers to come in. Ashwani Kumar comes to bowl the second over, and what that discussion must have been between Gaurav and Mahipal, because early loss of wickets, you have to still carry on with the game. 1 slip for Ashwani Kumar, the left armer, and right on spot. And this is something that I've seen from a lot of bowlers. Early in the innings, they love to, find a perfect Yorker. Sometimes that early Yorkers can turn into a lower full tosses also. And they get beaten up on that lower full tosses ball. But that attempt to bowl an Yorker is always there. At the moment, Reliance must be feeling good the way they have started. Four more deliveries to go. Another one. And it's good to see that Deepak Chahar after every ball is talking to the bowlers, ensuring that the fielders are placed at the right spot. And this is what the young talent that we have, the young cricketers that we have, would always want to take that guidance, always want to be guided from the best. Nicely played, nicely played. The ball has picked up some momentum, but it will be fielded as well on the boundary. When you look at that 132 as a target, you always feel that it is, play a good 40-50 runs in power play, then slowly and steadily just be at your ease, be at your comfort level. But that comfort level early in that first over has been taken out by Deepak Chahar, with that question mark to the batters who are right now batting, and the batters will be coming. That do you think it is easy as it looks? Because he started picking up the wickets, and that is where, if you've seen Ashwini Kumar also, the right areas that he's bowling. 3 dot balls, just 3 runs of this over. It's very good when your other bowler is partnering you so well, but not this time. But Mahipal Lomro gets this shot from the meat of the bat. Just placing the timing on that shot is exquisite, and that will go for a boundary. So the icebreaker that income tax needed, 2 overs, 8 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. Then very difficult to stop. On one end you have Deepak Chahar, who is experienced, who's played cricket at a very big level. You get a lot of knowledge when you are playing at different levels, and you can see that being used over here as well, even when it comes to guiding the young talent, the bowlers, taking extra care in placing the field in the right areas. making your move as per the game plans. But right now, Mahipal is making the move that income tax dugout will love it. They will be shouting out louder with that big sixer coming in. Not much movement and the swing of the batter adds a treat to the moment. A sixer, a half a dozen, that will be added to the kitty. 19 for 1 and still counting. How can you keep the power play overs silent? So Mahipal making some noise with his bat after that shot. That's a good reply. That's a very good reply by Deepak. Immediate discussion between Gaurav and Mahipal as well. Probably just saying that, you know, you've already got a sixer, you've already got a boundary in this over. So the last ball, let's try to keep it a bit silent. Don't try to hit anything that will create a problem. Probably that's the message. Because there is movement in the air. Look at that. This one just comes back close to the body, and that's going to be the end of the over with a dot ball. 3 overs gone and it's 19 for 1. Now generally finest of the chase masters always look at the number game. And the number game right now is very clear. 113 runs needed in 102 deliveries. You talk about run rate. It's more or less very close to what you are right now and what you require. But I think more than that, a chase master always looks at the balls remaining and the runs they have to get. In a 20-20 format, you will always be counting on every ball that you have to go on. And after spending some time on the crease, the early loss of wicket, of course, Anuj Rawat was a big blow to income tax. But then, coming back to Gaurav and Mahipal, they've spent some time. They've made sure that if there is a problem that is seen, then they've always, got into that quick, small discussions that have helped them now placing the ball nicely. Look at that. And probably only one discussion must have happened that, hey, look, we don't have a big total to chase. We have a total that we can easily get to with singles, doubles. So not much pressure on how many runs do you score in the power play overs. So even if you don't score much in a power play over, you still have the rest 14 overs that you can work things easily. So why to take all the pressure just to make sure that the power play overs looks good? And this is big bang. What a shot! Half a dozen added immediately. Credited in income tax scoreboard. I always love the reach of his swing of the bat. I mean, it's so nice when you see Mahipal in the best of his form. Exactly 100 now to go. What will be Ashwini Kumar thinking? Ashwini Kumar. Oh ho 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 ho! This is even bigger and a bigger sixer. Almost flying on that second tier. Oh ho ho! Mahipal Lomro just raises the eyebrows of Reliance captain now with these two good looking big shots. The strength, the bottom hand, the power, all doing just one thing, adding half a dozen almost on every ball now. 2 consecutive sixes, and this just puts batsman into another pressure. The bowler into another pressure. The batsman is giving pressure, not taking pressure. Oh God, 98 more to go. Mahipal Lomro. And Gaurav Chahar must be enjoying from the non-striker's end. He himself is a hard hitter of the ball. He himself is an attacking batsman. But right now, looking Mahipal doing all the action, he must be enjoying every bit of it. And this is what, those small discussions can happen. Initially, if you've seen Deepak Chahar, Ashwini Kumar's previous over, there was a lot of, swing that was happening, good areas that were getting bowled. So that is the time when both these batsmen said, let's wait for our time. See, this is the way things will turn out when you have put the required amount of pressure onto the bowler. A wide ball immediately. Because now he does not want to bowl anything closer to the swing of the bat of Mahipal Lomro, considering the range of his power hitting has also, have different colors to it. It's the versatile Mahipal Lomro and now Gaurav Chahar. These both are just such good batters. Full toss ball, and it will be punished. It will be punished after that wide ball. $39 for 1, and this over is a party mode on a Monday from Mahipal Lomro. Gaurav Chahar says, I have my time, but right now let this be Mahipal's moment. This is much better. Wide of the off stump, slower one with good bounce. Did not try to give too much ease for the batsman to hit that a single. But I think there is no hurry also for both these batters. 2 sixes, 1 boundary. I think they've got what they are looking for. 92 runs more in 97 deliveries. Gaurav Chahar. What is going on in his mind? A long time he has been a spectator on the non-striker's end. Full toss ball again, placing that towards the mid-off region, and a single to end that wonderful over. 22 of it, and it's 41 for the loss of 1 wicket after the end of 4 overs. Deepak Chahar to continue, and the only reason is getting one more wicket. Immediately looked at the umpire and describing how well he can swing the ball. And when you have Deepak Chahar in the center, all these things are mandatory. He's very, loves to enjoy while he's playing. And that fun moments will be seen from him. A little teasing, a little serious bouncers like these. But then again, sharing that moment with umpires. And even Yuzi Chahal, I mean, you've seen him many a times, sharing that light moment with umpires, with players. I mean, many a times you've seen, in many matches, Yuzvendra Chahal taking the bats and, give us that proper pose for the cameraman. And even Deepak Chahar, he's full of fun, masti, everything. And you need that fun on the ground. Why so serious? Three dot balls. And just the action that you do not want in power play. He's just providing that. Not a good one for income tax, but for him, I think it's fine. Another one and a good running between the wickets. They had to literally sprint here, not just run. Very quick. Mahipal Lomro. I think you talk about run rate, you talk about the intensity of getting runs won't be that much playing on the batters of income tax. But there will be one thing that Mahipal and Gaurav must be discussing, or probably discussed by now, that let's not lose our wickets easily. Let's respect the good deliveries and punish the odd ones. But this time a shot that was not there, but you have to make it. This was not even a bouncing ball. What a shot. Look at that. It almost looked like he's digging that from the ground and taking it for a ride. What a boundary and what a shot. Mahipal Lomro, the action mode continues. He's the action hero for today in this match. And he's just not hitting good shots, but he's creating opportunities for himself to get those boundaries. This once again in the air for some time, but straight to the fielder, and that's going to be the end of yet another over with a dot ball. 5 runs of it, 5 overs gone, 46 for 1. Five overs and 46 for 1. 86 runs in 90. But more than that, right now, Reliance is looking for a wicket here. Deepak Chahar just getting Ashwani Kumar once again. 7 runs of that first over that is given. Important is how things shape out right now for Reliance. Placing that one towards the deep covers and just a single. Last over of the power play. And I think they've done well. They're almost heading to the 50 right now, just 3 runs behind that 50. And as a team score, if you are going to look at the power play overs, one, they did not came to the crease having a big total in their mind, or taking that pressure that every over we have a target of so and so runs. But that early fall of wicket, just that one wicket of Anuj Rawat, created that moment of thought in Mahipal and Gaurav. But the way they have handled that situation is, I think, 100 marks to the efforts. Because as I said, that mind games will be very important here, and that's why even for the pace bowling, you've seen 2-2 slips being placed, sometimes one slip being played. That small chance, even the bowlers were taking that small chance, that what if there is an edge that will flow into the first slip cordon. But right now it's not looking like that. Short of the length delivery once again, nicely played, only a single. So even if in this over, which is the last over of the power play, it's not mandatory that you get a boundary or you get a sixer, but even if you keep on getting singles, doubles, you move away from this phase, then you get another thought process in chasing the remaining runs, which is right now 83 runs only. So income tax for me right now is on the brighter side of the game. But it's cricket, you never know. You never know, it's cricket. You will get runs like this, and you will also can get wickets. But right now you're getting runs, so you're happy. 50 up with that shot for income tax. Mahipal Lomro. Adding that much needed power to this game, and probably is looking to have an early lunch. Wants to finish this quickly, wants to get runs early, and making good use of the power play overs. This is a good bouncer. Good reply from the bowler, but it will be a wide ball called by the umpire. Way above the head height of the batsman. And even if it is, it was above that head height, considering Mahipal, who also wanted to reach to that ball. He was almost on his toes when he was playing that shot. But the ball was just not reachable. 54 for 1. Mahipal Lomro in action with Ashwini Kumar. Oh my God. Now how much distance this has covered and where it will land. It will land in the hands of the fielder who has taken a wonderful catch. A long time in the air, and that last moment dive to make sure that this is one of the best catches in this tournament that we've seen. Just the first game, and you already have such fielding effort. And a wonderful innings of 38 runs in 18 deliveries comes to an end. 54 and the first wicket for Reliance after all the hard work that they've put in. Venkatesh Iyer, the tall man at the crease now. Last ball of this over, 54 for 2. And I think it was a long, good looking partnership, because Anuj's wicket came in the very first over, and after that it was Mahipal Lomro's powerful batting that made all that noise. And this time Venkatesh Iyer starts off with a boundary. Not a great delivery by Ashwini, and he just used the pace of the bowler. Look at that. Just went with the flow, and he had to do nothing much on that. What a boundary. This is just picking up the pace for the chase. 6 overs gone and 58 for 2. The iconic D.Y. Patil Stadium at Navi Mumbai, and the 20th edition of D.Y. Patil T20 Cup. Mayank Markande, you will see on the screen, who's come out to bowl. 58 for 2. 6 overs that have been bowled. Here we go, spin attack after the power play overs. And similar to what we've seen in the first innings also. The spinner was got immediately after that power play overs. It was Yuzvendra Chahal who bowled the 7th over in the first innings, and very similar to that, Mayank Markande now bowling that 7th over. The spinner being called to rescue, and this is a good looking shot. This is a wonderful shot, the one that you wanted at this moment. Gaurav Chahar, good footwork, shuffles a little bit, and straight down the ground, a boundary. Gaurav Chahar's technical aspects when it comes to the game that he plays is so good to watch. The sight itself is good to watch. Always sticking to the merits of the ball. Not the one who we've seen going very unconventional in his approach, but very conventional and very much to the merits of the ball. Even this one, this ball could have spun, but it was bowled on the leg stump, and he had to shuffle a little bit, move away just to give that room for himself and get that boundary on that previous ball, and then an immediate single to bring Venkatesh Iyer on strike. The one that moves away from the batsman, Venkatesh Iyer. Don't even look at the current run rate, because it is more than the required one. Reverse sweep attempt and end of the over with a dot ball. 63 for 2 after the end of 7 overs. $63 for 2 in 7 overs, and the spin attack continues. And that brought results in the first innings. So I think here now, even if you don't see much of that difficulty of chasing runs, but Reliance right now is focused on bringing wickets early. Raghu Sharma. Sharma ji has been called into bowling. Another wonderful bowler, Raghu Sharma. Very hard-working, very focused, and a kind-hearted man that we all have seen him, Raghu Sharma. Important is wicket at this moment that Reliance is looking for. Even in the previous over, it's a good start by Mayank Markande, and now it is Raghu Sharma. Nicely sliced on the offside, and what a wonderful effort that is, and an overthrow will bring that second run also. But it was that first run that they had to be really quick, and Gaurav Chahar diving to reach to the crease, but then again that overthrow added that additional run. Oops. That is another dot ball, and more dot balls also can bring you that excitement into the game. If Reliance has to place their resources in that manner, where how many dot balls you get from every over, and then it has to be some good bowling in the right areas that you'll also have to look forward for. Another one just lofts this one in the air. Couple of runs again from Venkatesh Iyer, probably looking for that extra covers boundary where you don't see anyone being placed. 68 for 2, couple of deliveries more. Another one that is into the gap and will be only a single. So good start here from Raghu. But the point from the captain will be there. Get me wickets. Get me wickets to put that pressure. Get me wickets so that we see a ray of hope in this situation. And even if you've got that 150 or 155, it would have played still very good while you're coming on to the second innings as well. 8 overs gone by now, and after the end of 8 overs, it is 69 for 2. Venkatesh Iyer and Gaurav Chahar, 69 for 2 after the end of 8. Mayank Markande comes back. So Mayank Markande and Raghu Sharma are right now sharing the spell. But who is going to be the first one to get the wicket for the captain? Just ensuring before the over starts, the fielders are placed at the right spots. Short extra covers, short covers, deep square leg. Now comes into the play with that shot. Only a single here. And a short third as well in place. And probably the effort is to stop the singles as well. And here, if you are going to place such a field, the responsibility of the bowler increases, because he'll have to bowl looking at the field that he's asked his captain to be arranged. Anything that is not in the right areas, it will be hit for a boundary or a six, especially when you have Gaurav Chahar and Venkatesh Iyer in a running partnership at this moment. Trying to scoop this one, chance of a wicket, and the breakthrough that was required, and Mayank Markande strikes with a wonderful catch by the wicket keeper. The shot as if it was manufactured for Mayank Markande. Otherwise, you have no reason to play that shot. Not in control of that one, and the wicket will fall down. Not very happy also, Gaurav Chahar, but he will have to go back to the dugout. "62 runs now. How easy, how difficult is it going to be with wicket falling down at regular intervals?" And I think you will have to give due credit to the wicketkeeper also, because when you're, the batsman is attempting to go for a scoop shot like this, sometimes it does happen that the connection is good and the ball just passes away above the head of the wicketkeeper. But here, the presence of mind of the wicketkeeper was to just side the ball first. He immediately knew that it is not connected pretty well. And where is the ball moving? When the ball is moving towards his right, he immediately went for that dive. That's well bowled again. That's well bowled again. And that's why that players who are inside the 30-yard circle are to stop these kind of singles. The pressure immediately builds on. See, because you have two choices, either to go for big shots like this, the way he's attempting right now. The ball that is outside the off stump is trying to play that cross batted towards angling towards the deep mid wicket or the cow corner region. But here is when Mayank will score a brownie point. Oh, lovely. Look at that. Look at that. Suddenly after that wicket, Mayank Markande is in full form. He's turning, twisting the ball, surprising the batsman with his turn. Pramod Chandila will have to be careful. On to the pads, big appeal, big appeal. Is the appeal going to get some approval? No, says the umpire. Mayank Markande says, he's still asking, why? End of the over, 9 overs gone and it's 71 for 3. Let's look at the replay again. Now this looks a little maybe not hitting the stumps, but umpire had the right angle to it. Mayank Markande, and an interesting over on that one. Raghu Sharma. Something very interesting about Raghu is he is very clear in his head the pathway in which he has to look forward and move forward in. not many of the deliveries that you've seen him bowling short of the length, but this time the shuffle just made him do something different from the regular, and just misses the control over that ball. Even the wicket keeper is not allowed, he had no scope. On the leg side, it was way outside, and the boundary as if opening the run gates. Because till now, that disciplined line and length was creating that impact. Suddenly, when Pramod tried to switch to go for a reverse sweep, he just thought that, he will try to follow the batsman, and that is where it didn't follow anyone. But again, look at that. The moment that he's switching himself for a reverse sweep, he's bowling that one outside the leg stump and way outside. You'll have to be careful with such line. Other than that one boundary which came in byes, Raghu has always been very disciplined in his line and length. But this time onto the leg side and playing with the spin here. The outfield will do the rest to take the ball to the boundary. Almost now to the mid of the second innings. 51 only required now. Pramod Chandila trying to do something different here. And it has worked for a lot of batsmen. When you suddenly go for reverse sweeps, when you suddenly try to shuffle, it is just to confuse the bowler, or just trying to put that thought into the bowler's mind. Look at that. What shot was that? What shot was that? A left-hander playing a cover drive? Shall we call that? End of the over. 10 overs gone. It is 82 for 3. Mayank Markande to bowl the third over of his spell. Got a breakthrough in his previous over, and a lovely catch by the wicket keeper that we saw. 82 for 3, and on to the pads again. This time a half-hearted appeal. Asking the question still to the umpire, but then not a loud shout even from the wicket keeper. See, because wicket keeper and the umpire has the best vision. Even the bowler sometimes, takes his chance because he's going to appeal. Why would he leave any of the appeal? The way we have seen Kuldeep Yadav taking that in a lot of international games that he plays. That's a good line again. And a good long front foot coming out from Pramod Chandila. Following the batsman, the ball stuck inside that pads. Now here it is all about momentum. I mean, he's gripping the ball very nicely, Mayank, but he's not bowling it a quicker one. He's just bowling that extra slower ones at points. And the batsman, the moment he comes early on the ball, it is just an unplayable delivery. Because you've already made the action of your bat even before the ball has reached to you. 83 for 3. Probably it's very clear by now with the batters also that you take singles, doubles. I mean, this is the approach. You don't have to do anything just to speed up the momentum. I mean, Pramod is still going and taking the chance every now and then. But if you see Venkatesh Iyer, he's stuck to the conventional approach where he's very much clear in his mind that what we require at this moment. Single to end the over, and after the end of 11 overs, it's 85 for 3. Eleven gone and it's 85 for 3. And the story continues from here on. 47 more runs needed. Deepak Chahar, what different is he thinking right now? He's continuing the spin bowling, but what's running in his mind? Right now, wickets are the key, and Namandir comes to the center. See, because as far as you're not going to get the wickets, it is just going to be an easy wicket to bat on, and this looks like a good one. Placed it. The sweep shot is effective. Namandir, and that wonderful shot from Pramod Chandila adds more 4 runs to the scoreboard. And from the time Pramod has come, he's not stable. he's trying something new. He's just trying to pick up pace in run scoring. So you have batsmen of two natures on either of the ends. On one side you have Venkatesh Iyer, who is sticking to those singles. He's happy with a single or a double at the moment. But on the other end, Pramod Chandila, from the time he's come, he's tried reverse sweeps. Now this one, a good sweep shot that went towards a deep square leg for a boundary. And what's the field set up for Venkatesh Iyer here to stop those singles? Right now, again, dances down the crease, but only a single. I told you, he's happy. He does not, he's not in that chaos. He's just clear in his mind with the approach. That let me get singles, let it be easy. 41 more. Not in a hurry. You have good amount of deliveries with you. You have made sure that the game is in your control. You haven't lost many wickets. And this once again, powerful hit by Pramod Chandila. The only thing to see that how many runs will it get? It will get half a dozen, a sixer, a flat 6. Comes into that position and look at the swing of the bat, the power that it generated for that flat hit. Goes for sixer. 97 for 3, and now there is not much left. Unless Reliance is still wanting to turn the tables around and pick up wickets here. That is much better to end the over with a dot ball. 12 overs gone and it's 97 for 3. A small discussion between the over and just when the strikes changed. Namandir with that dot ball to end the over, but this will bring in Mayank Markande once again back to the bowling end, and the last over of his spell. Mayank, a wonderful use of the bottom hand by Venkatesh Iyer this time, but then again couple of runs only on this one. Bit of a misfield happened while passing the ball. That will allow the second run to happen very easily. This one's onto the pad but way outside that leg stump. And I think other than that first boundary that Venkatesh Iyer got, after that we haven't seen him hitting too much. Very clear, very focused. Singles, doubles are getting him results. So why do you try anything different than your natural game? But on the other hand, Pramod Chandila has been very aggressive, very much in a hurry. Look at that. Once again, a good, powerful hit, but straight to the long on region. Easy scenarios at the moment for income tax. Another one that just takes that edge. Did call for that run, but no, says Pramod. Why to hurry? We still have 44 more deliveries and we are almost now with 31 runs only needed. 100 has been up for income tax. This one I thought Mayank will stop, but the ball just passes above his head, and that single to just rotate the strike. And I think it's an arrangement done between Pramod and Venkatesh. Venkatesh have said that Pramod, you do all the hitting, I will just be happy with singles. If you would have continued the fall of wickets, if you would have tracked that properly, then it would have been a spot of bother for income tax. They did take wickets, but it did not come in the regular intervals as always. 13 overs gone and it's 102 for 3. "30 runs more required in 42. But I think more to be interested is, will Venkatesh Iyer take the role of bringing in some action right now? Because we've seen him a silent one till now. But he is also a hard hitter of the ball, so you would love to see some boundaries and some sixes from him as well. Change of plans again, as pace bowling will be coming into play. Great spell from Mayank Markande with 4 overs, 13 runs and just 1 wicket that he's taken. But overall, those 4 overs brought in some sanity into the game. And right now, the pace attack being introduced once again. How much will it help the situation? How much will it right now control the plans? Venkatesh Iyer No more silent Iyer, but violent Iyer. For a long time you've kept him silent, but he just showed that what an violent Iyer can look like. What a fantastic, fabulous shot from Venkatesh. The ball's disappeared. The ball's actually disappeared. For a long time you didn't see him playing those big shots, but the moment he played, the ball is lost. Picked up nicely. And you're still now waiting for the ball. When will it come? No one has a clue. But I'm sure they'll get it soon. And this is what has changed from a long time. 24 runs now only needed. First ball, when you're welcomed with a sixer like that, what else can you do? What else do you have in your hands? You just surrender. Ashwini Kumar, not a great day for him at this moment. Right from the first over, the plans that he's thought of is just not getting executed well. And the wait is still on. The wait for the ball is still on. Finally, the wait is over. From a silent Iyer to the violent Iyer, we've seen both the sides. And for all those who wants Venkatesh to see more on this side, would have loved the boundary, would have loved the sixer that he got. $108 for 3. Now, where is this one going to go? Oh, this one's going to go behind the wicket keeper, because everyone is going to be a spectator on that one. Yet another bouncer. And again, the presence of mind. The moment he saw that opportunity, the intent is very clear with Mr. Iyer now, that he wants to just finish this early. Just 20 runs more needed. Not much left in the game. And you cannot just stand there playing all 20 overs if you can finish this early. What's the harm? A little wider to that off stump. $20 runs more needed, but what a way to start that over of Ashwini Kumar, the third over of his spell, and welcomed with a sixer, and then more to rub it in. It was boundary on the second ball. And the other fact is that Venkatesh Iyer has been on the crease from a long time now. And as I said, there's no point waiting till the 20th over if you can finish the game early. Full toss ball, and this will also get a boundary. A good effort by the fielder there, but all efforts will be in vain. And a boundary to Venkatesh Iyer here. 16 runs needed more, but right now it's just Venkatesh Iyer everywhere doing the talking. 2 boundaries, 1 6. couple of deliveries more in this over. He almost chased that wide ball. He's so much in a hurry. So much in a hurry. And probably he must have smiled as well after playing that shot, because look at that. Didn't want it to play that. The action says it all. That why did I chase such a delivery which was way outside that wide line also? Must be thinking now, but what's gone is gone. All I can say is he's provided all the entertainment that we were looking for in this over. 2 boundaries, 1 6, and the last ball for Pramod Chandila in this over. Taps the ball and gets a quick single. So he'll keep the strike in the next over. 14 gone and it's 118 for 3. Fourteen gone, 118, and it's again Sharmaji back into the attack. Raghu Sharma. Not much left into the game, just 14 runs, and Income Tax are ready to celebrate the inaugural game, the first game of this 20th D.Y. Patil T20 Cup. Swings the bat, and that will go towards the backward point region. One more boundary. Pramod Chandila, this time going on the attack mode to Raghu Sharma. Places the ball into the gap and gets more 4 runs added to the total. The only idea here is very clear that let's finish this early. Oh, let's finish this early and let's finish this in style as well. Another sixer that will leave now. Only 4 runs to get in this target to be completed. Oh, that swing of the bat, and there she goes. Lands into that stance, and even if the boundary comes in this ball, I will not be surprised, because the intent is very clear that he is going to go for a big shot. And I think those will be counted 1, 2, 3, 4, with also the umpire saying it's all done now. Income Tax wins the first game of this D.Y. Patil T20 Cup, the 20th edition, in style. And what a moment, what a game this has been. Income Tax wins this by 7 wickets. And all the hard work that was put in with by the bowlers first, and then the batsmen doing their bit of job. Monday morning, and the Monday morning plans and the meetings were put to execution from Income Tax, and hands-on performance in the very first game. Even though Income Tax lost an early wicket of Anuj, but then never look like that they are out of the game, and the handshake will happen with Income Tax enjoying this moment. wonderful game, and Venkatesh Iyer there on screen, showing both the sides of how a silent Iyer is and how a violent Iyer is. Fantastic from Income Tax. The first game here at the 20th DY Patil T20, and a very successful one as well. Reliance will, of course, after this game have a chat. A huddle will be there, a team meeting will happen, and the only plans how to get back with some good performances in the future in the upcoming games. But meanwhile, it's a good start for Income Tax, who won by 7 wickets. Some fantastic performances from Gaurav Jatar, Mahipal Lomro, Venkatesh Iyer, early wicket of Anuj Rawat, the wicket keeper, and then it was Venkatesh Iyer and Pramod Chandila stayed in till the end. And if we have to look on the bowling card, here it is: Deepak Chahar with 1 wicket, Ashwini Kumar with 1 wicket, and Mayank Markande with that 1 wicket. And in the end, Income Tax wins by 7 wickets. Great game of cricket, and we will soon be back with the post-match presentation.
Hello. Hello and welcome to the post-match presentation of match number 1 at the D.Y. Patil Stadium in Navi Mumbai. Reliance versus Income Tax. The man of the match for this game is Yuzvendra Chahal. 4 overs, 11 runs and 4 wickets. I would like to request our guest, Mr. Honorable Asif Karmali, sir, retired additional commissioner from Income Tax, to present Chahal with the medallion and 10 XU shoes. No, I'd like to ask you a question. So, you see, आपका spell, आज सिर्फ wickets नहीं था, पूरा momentum shift था. एक point पे आपकी टीम मतलब सामने वालों को 61 for 5 कर दिया था. तो कौन से exact moment पे आपको ऐसा लगा, match तो हमारी है आज?
स्पेशली जब मिडिल ओवर में बॉल डालने जब आया था तो विकेट पे थोड़ा मॉइस्चर था, तो लग रहा था कि अगर अच्छे एरिया से बॉल डालूंगा, बॉल टर्न कराने के लिए जाऊंगा और लेंथ अपना अच्छा रखूंगा तो थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट होगा बैट्समैन के लिए.
Thank you very much, Yuzi. So for all the viewers, stay tuned because at 4 p.m. we also have match number 4, which is D.Y. Patil Blue versus Nirlon. See you soon.